It is well known that the Mafia has made a lot of money over the years through illegal activities such as gambling, extortion, and trafficking. But how much exactly is this fortune worth? Well, no one really knows, so Mafia is not exactly open about its finances. However, in 2018, Forbes magazine estimated that the 5 families of La Cosa Nostra had a combined net worth of around $6 billion. This amount includes both legitimate and illegitimate sources of income. So how do they hide their wealth? Let's find out. Welcome to my channel. And today, let's look at the secrets of the Mafia's underground wealth. Number 1, they launder money through legitimate businesses. The Mafia is good at what it does. It knows how to make money. It's through illegal means, but it also knows how to keep that money safe and out of the hands of law enforcement. One way they do this is by investing their ill-gotten gains into legitimate businesses such as restaurants, bars, and casinos. By doing so, they are able to mix their dirty money with clean money from the business, making it difficult for authorities to track the source of the funds. This practice is known as money laundering, and it's one of the ways the Mafia has been able to build and maintain its wealth over the years. In fact, many of the most successful organized crime groups today operate legitimate businesses as fronts for their criminal activities. This allows them to generate large amounts of cash from their criminal enterprises while avoiding the attention of law enforcement. For example, the Russian Mafia has been known to invest in real estate development, construction, and manufacturing businesses. Meanwhile, the Japanese Yakuza have interests in casinos, nightclubs, and even farms. No, 2. The Mafia uses offshore accounts to hide their money. The Mafia has long been associated with offshore accounts, which allow individuals or entities to hold and manage their financial assets in countries or jurisdictions outside of their own. By doing so, they can take advantage of lower taxes, greater privacy, and other benefits offered by foreign financial systems. This practice has allowed the Mafia to move their money around the world easily, and has helped them to evade law enforcement and tax authorities. The use of offshore accounts by the Mafia is not new. In fact, it dates back decades. One of the most infamous examples is the secret Swiss bank account held by Vito Genovese, a powerful Mafia boss who ran the Genovese crime family in the United States during the mid-20th century. Genovese used his Swiss account to launder money earned from illegal activities such as gambling and drug trafficking, allowing him to maintain his lavish lifestyle while evading U.S. authorities. Similarly, other Mafia bosses and members have used offshore accounts in places like the Cayman Islands, Panama, and the Netherlands Antilles to hide their wealth and avoid paying taxes. These secret accounts have allowed the Mafia to maintain its wealth and power for generations. Number 3, they keep their money in hard assets. The Mafia has long been known for its vast wealth and power, but how it manages and protects its assets is less known. One of the ways they keep their money safe is by investing it in hard assets such as real estate, jewelry, and art. These assets are not only difficult to liquidate quickly, but they are also tangible and less likely to be targeted by authorities compared to cash or bank deposits. Real estate has long been a popular choice for Mafia members to launder their money, since it can generate rental income and appreciate in value over time. Jewelry and art, meanwhile, can be easily transported and hidden, making them attractive options for those looking to move their assets quickly. For example, the Bonanno crime family, one of the 5 major Mafia families in the United States, was known to invest in high-end art to launder money. The family allegedly used its connections in the art world to purchase expensive paintings, sculptures, and photographs, then resold them on the black market for huge profits. Meanwhile, the Colombo crime family reportedly invested in luxury hotels and casinos to launder money. These businesses generated substantial cash flow that could be used to fund illegal activities or stashed away in other accounts. By diversifying their investments and keeping a significant portion of their assets in hard-to-liquidate forms, the Mafia reduces its exposure to risk and ensures that its wealth remains protected. 4. The Mafia invests in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have become an increasingly popular way for criminals, including the Mafia, to launder money in recent years. Unlike traditional currencies, cryptocurrencies are decentralized, meaning they are not subject to government regulation or oversight. This makes them an attractive option for those looking to launder money, since it is difficult for law enforcement to trace the source of the funds. Additionally, cryptocurrencies can be transferred quickly and easily across borders, making it easier for criminals to move their money around the world. Another advantage of using cryptocurrencies is that they provide a level of anonymity that makes it difficult to link the funds to a specific individual. Most transactions are recorded on public ledgers, but the identities of the parties involved are not necessarily revealed. This makes it more difficult for law enforcement to track the flow of money and identify those involved in criminal activities. However, despite the advantages of using cryptocurrencies, the Mafia still faces some challenges when laundering money through this means. One challenge is the volatility of the market. The value of cryptocurrencies can fluctuate widely in a short period of time, which makes it difficult to move the funds without drawing attention. Another challenge is the use of blockchain technology. All cryptocurrency transactions are recorded on a public blockchain, which is a digital ledger that records all transactions across the network. This means that it is possible to track the flow of funds if investigators are able to obtain access to the blockchain data. Despite these challenges, the Mafia continues to find ways to use cryptocurrencies for money laundering and other criminal activities. As the technology continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how law enforcement agencies adapt their strategies to combat this new form of crime. No. 5. The Mafia uses complex ownership structures to hide their money. The Mafia has long been known for its vast wealth and power, but how it manages to keep its money hidden from authorities is a fascinating aspect of its operations. One of the ways they accomplish this is through the use of complex ownership structures. By creating intricate webs of shell companies, trusts, and other legal entities, the Mafia is able to obscure the true ownership of its assets, making it difficult for law enforcement to trace the source of the funds. This practice allows them to move money around the world and invest in various businesses and properties without revealing who really owns the assets. For example, the Russian Mafia has been known to use complex ownership structures to launder money earned from illegal activities such as drug trafficking and arms dealing. By creating multiple layers of shell companies, they are able to distance themselves from the source of the funds and make it difficult for authorities to track the money. Similarly, the Japanese Yakuza have been known to use trusts to hide the proceeds of their crimes, which include extortion, gambling, and human trafficking. Trusts are legal entities that hold and manage assets for the benefit of designated beneficiaries. The Yakuza have used trusts to transfer assets to future generations of their families, while avoiding taxes and other legal obligations. This practice allows them to keep their wealth within the family and protect it from seizure by authorities. Number 6. They bribe officials to turn a blind eye to their money. The Mafia has long been known for its vast wealth and power, but how it manages to keep its money hidden from authorities is a fascinating aspect of its operations. One of the ways they accomplish this is by bribing government officials to turn a blind eye to their money. By cultivating relationships with corrupt politicians, judges, and law enforcement officers, the Mafia is able to avoid scrutiny and protect its assets from seizure. This practice allows them to move money around the world and invest in various businesses and properties without fear of interference. For example, the Italian-American Mafia has been known to bribe politicians and law enforcement officers to protect their illegal activities, which include gambling, extortion, and drug trafficking. By cultivating relationships with corrupt officials, they are able to avoid prosecution and continue their criminal enterprises. Similarly, the Russian Mafia has been known to bribe government officials to turn a blind eye to their money laundering activities. By doing so, they are able to move their illicit funds through banks and other financial institutions without being detected. 7. The Mafia hides their money through illegal gambling. Illegal gambling has long been a favorite way for the Mafia to make money, but did you know that it's also one of the ways they hide their wealth? When people place bets and win, the money is often laundered through various means, making it difficult for authorities to trace the source of the funds. For example, the Italian-American Mafia has been known to run illegal gambling rings that take in millions of dollars each year. The money wagered by gamblers is often mixed with money from other criminal activities, making it difficult to distinguish between legitimate and illegitimate sources of income. Similarly, the Russian Mafia has been known to run underground casinos that serve as fronts for money laundering operations. The casinos may appear to be legitimate businesses, but they are actually used to launder money earned from illegal activities such as drug trafficking and arms dealing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch another video we have on the secrets of the Russian Mafia, and don't forget to subscribe.